Hey guys, we're here back again. This time we are doing another episode of Wild Rift, going into the reworked Dr. Mundo here in the jungle role. He seems to be pretty heavily used in the jungle right now. I know he can be played top, but I'm not going that role. Obviously, we're going that jungle role since I am a jungle main. Really excited for this guy. Initially, when I first played him though, after the rework, I'm like, you know, the changes are cool. I like that he can negate CC with his passive every 10 seconds, but I felt like he was underperforming. Later to find out I was underperforming. Like I was playing like trash for some reason. I've never really played Dr. Mundo much at all. I played a few matches in the past, but I was never really a Mundo main at all in any fashion. So it was kind of a getting acquainted with the champion, especially with the rework. I know the ultimate, I believe, changed a little bit. If I recall, his ultimate in the past was just a straight up regen. And correct me if I'm wrong, because like again, I don't really play Mundo much. But now you get like a burst of health plus an additional regen after the fact. And it's pretty cool. I actually like that. Initially, I thought it was weaker than the original ult, which it may still be, but I do like the extra burst of health in those really immediate situations where you need that extra health to survive, where the regen wouldn't be enough to keep you alive and you kind of just waste that ultimate. So it's kind of like a, it kind of compensated for the drawback of the old ultimate and kind of pivoted towards, you know, different types of situations that you can use the ultimate for now. But anyways, I digress. So going into the game, I do want to point out that I did get a little tilted at some point, and you'll see it when I start typing to the person I'm playing with, not directed at him, but just kind of talking about our team. You'll see. I am joined with Run It Down Mid. You guys have probably seen him on the channel before if you've seen my videos before. He's an amazing player. He's playing Kale, and he's really good with Kale, and he goes AP Kale. It seems like AP Kale is like the standard, although the top player for Kale right now is AD. At least that's the build it shows. I don't really know if that's what he uses every single time. But anyway, so yeah, going that route of red buff, going into the raptors, and then to the, are they called Krugs? I just call them golems. You know, I get the golems, get the scuttle here, and then hopefully we can make some plays. I don't really remember what happened in this match, so it's kind of like it's not really per se a blind reaction, but like I don't remember much of it except for like very key moments. I believe, oh yeah, I waited for the Lux and I'm like, oh, she's coming. I saw her on the minimap, so I knew I was gonna be able to like just stick to her and like really take her down. That's the thing, you know, with the new Mundo and his passive, like you are deadly to these types of mages where they rely on their hard CC, because they don't have, so typically when you have a mage who doesn't really have mobility, the counter to that is that they tend to have a root or some sort of hard CC, whether it's a charm, so on and so forth. I mean, I guess Ari, kind of a different story. But anyways, a lot of those champions who don't have mobility have roots, or he can immobilize you. And that's where Mundo excels far more than before. Like his passive is so good, even though it's every 10 seconds that he can do that. It's so good because they only have the one route, right? I mean, unless you're going against like multiple people. But yeah, it's really good. Like I've constantly found myself destroying the mages when they get overextended because they can't really escape me. You know, throwing my little hatchets around, like they just can't avoid me. It's crazy. The one ability, I'm not really sure I really like the change. Not say I don't dislike it, I just don't find it as useful. Is his third ability, where he can punt people and he also does extra damage. The punt is very particular with how it actually activates. So you still get the default added damage, but the punt is only if you are going to kill that unit. I believe that's how it works. And so really the punt is extremely situational, and I don't really find a use for it in a lot of these team fights per se. Perhaps if you're in a laning phase, that can work. That can help with clear, since you know it's based off of about to kill the unit, and then we'll use that punt, which you'll have that happen a lot in lane. Here we are going with an engagement here. I totally whiffed that hatchet though. I was like, oops. That was unfortunate. We could have got a kill there. That's my bad. Yeah, I'm still practicing, all right? Give me a break. Here I am trying to bully the Lux, though. This is pretty risky, though. I'm like really low. I did have to pop my ult just to get a little bit of health there, just in case. You never know. But yeah, his ultimate is pretty stupid good late game because it goes on a relatively quick cooldown, like 30 seconds or so. Like you're basically activating that thing left and right. His early game, like, yeah, you can stick to mages, and it's pretty good. But anybody with like mobility, like high mobility, like so for instance Zed, God, like my hatchet. I'm sorry guys, my hatchets are really bad in the beginning. But I improve over time, I promise. But yeah, so his early game, it's okay. It's not like super weak, like say for instance Kale's early game is really weak for the champion. But I feel like the strength is more late game with Mundo, or at least the new Mundo, and I think that still applies to the old Mundo. But yeah, like it's so freaking fun. Like once you get to that late game build and you're super tanky, especially when you have that really low cooldown ultimate. Oh, like you'll see the fights. It's disgusting. Here I had to expend the smite. I really wanted to secure this, and it was a risk using that smite early, but we actually were able to secure it. Here's a really like risky move here. Luckily, the Kale gave me invulnerability, which kind of turned the tides here in this fight. But now we gotta back out, dude. That's too risky. There's 3 of them, 2 of us, and I'm really low, and I don't have an ultimate. We gotta back out. So now I'm just kind of like farming it up, getting my gold, trying to build up as much as I can, because really I'm not all that tanky quite yet, especially when my ultimate's down. I do see they're going around drag, so I'm gonna head that way before or after I go shop, apparently. Which was probably a really better idea since I was pretty low. But yep, as you can see, I told him, hey, I'm coming. I'm on my way. Ooh, nice Morgana. Morgana versus Morgana. I need to get in there though because it's like 3 of them, like just 2 of us. Ooh, ooh. Can we get it? I don't know if we got this one. I did smite. I did slow. I don't have an ultimate, but I got to bounce. Ah, damn. That I shouldn't have gone. I went way too hard. Perhaps if Morgana was still going with that, maybe we would have picked up a kill, but it was way too hard for me. I should have backed out when I had a chance. Oof. I've been seeing a lot of Garens though. I don't know why. I've been seeing a lot of Garens in this particular update since I've been playing since yesterday. Did he get buffed? I don't really know. I didn't really check the notes as far as who got nerfed and who got buffed, except for like a specific few that I committed to memory. Like Nunu, like I know he got a slight nerf, nothing crazy. Viger got a buff. Like what the frick is that? Okay, he's even stronger. He was already kind of like, I want to say balanced, but like close to being balanced until that like late game burstiness. I mean, obviously, but here's another fight where we were not doing so hot, and I got rooted for so long. It's that double root with Lux and Morgana, man. Like it doesn't matter. Like if I have anti-CC. Oh yeah. I was tilting right here. Like Oriana, let's go back real quick. Oriana, oh I can't because I forgot how I edit. Well, Oriana was like not rotating at all, if I recall there. Here we go. I'm tilting. I'm sorry. I was so tilted. Another whatever I said. Piece of shit. Just for context, me and Run It Down Mid, I think this is like the 3rd game. The 2 before were like, we had one person just dip out after he lost jungle, and then the next one after that we had a Ziggs who uses ultimate on minions like every single time, like, and then he was just trolling. It was so annoying. But we do pick up this Garen here, just destroy them. He thought he had us. Nope, I don't think so. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to put do not disturb. This is where like, I've been away from YouTube for a little bit too long, and I forget some of the things that you want to do before you started recording. which is like kind of mute the notifications, especially because, you know, the game we play is on mobile, and so my texts come through. And I should probably unsync my iPad to my text messages, but whatever. There we go. Used the Rift Herald there to kind of secure that tower. Here's a nasty one. Zed's going in hard. I don't have an ultimate, so I gotta be very, very careful. I'm just bailing on Morgana. There's nothing I can do, and my ultimate wasn't up yet, so like I really had nothing I can do there. I was trying to see if maybe I can rotate down to bot lane, but unfortunately it just wasn't happening. But see, these are the matches I actually enjoy posting because, like, it's not just me, like, stomping the competition. Those are fun, too, don't get me wrong. But I do like seeing the mistakes that I make so that I can improve. Because, I mean, the whole point of playing this game is to, like, you know, win, right? And to improve. You gotta improve. And so I like posting these videos, especially when I do these voiceovers, so I can kind of get an idea of, like, the do's and don'ts of what I do and what I shouldn't do. But yeah, here we go. Another fight. I was like, nope, not happening. But at this point, now we got like 3 of us. So I'm kind of like trying to pick a fight here and see if we can actually do something. I got the smite on the Morgana. I don't know if we picked this up. I don't think so. No, we got a dip. Mundo is another one of those where, like, if you do chase, he can just, like, whittle you down, too. Not as hard as, like, Singed, but, like, he's still annoying to chase. Because 1, he's tanky. 2, he can slow you down with this machete. Or hatchet, whatever you want to call it. This one's like, oh, God. Sorry, man. I kind of messed it up. The beginning was pretty rough. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm still learning the champion. I'm still trying to, like, feel like his limits, but we make improvements. We steadily become better over time. We just made some bad choices in the beginning. It's not that I pre-recorded this, so I can't like put "Do Not Disturb" on right now because it's not going to stop that from happening. It recorded the notification. I don't know why I always look right there. Like, the camera's right there. I'm sorry. Like, let me just do this. There we go. I mean, I'm still looking kind of the wrong way, but I always put my camera to the right, or my software to the right, your left, and I always never look at the thing. Here we are securing the drag. This looks like a good fight, though. We can go in hard. I'm just trying to like do what I can. I'm absorbing so much though. Stupid. Here we go. Just getting the mages. Gotta get the mages. I do got a dip though. Nice invulnerability. Ooh. Sexy. See, the thing is, it's like I know run it down mid will support me in my engagements. So like a lot of times I'm not afraid to go hard with him because I know he reacts how he should. In most cases. I mean, everybody makes mistakes, myself included, obviously. But like for the most part, he's pretty on point with like following up. Like I am the engager. Like I am the one that's supposed to go in hard. I absorb all the damage. That everybody focuses their abilities on me and wastes their potential to kill other enemies of theirs. And then once they expend all their abilities, you know, everybody else follows suit and sweeps the floor with them. And that's the goal as Mundo is like you really want to disrupt fights or start those really, you know, advantageous engagements, and I thought that was one of them. Picking up my red buff, I guess. Like once you get a lot of health under your belt, though, like it's disgustingly good, and like some damage mitigation like armor or magic resist, you're so hard to kill. It's stupid. Like everybody's just like, oh, kill him. Do I get this guy? I do. I just go bink. It looks stupid. I'm sorry. I had to laugh. Here's where like I got greedy. I'm sorry guys. I get really greedy. all I see is like a kill count. Like I want to improve my KDA, and even though like it's gonna risk my life, like I want it. I mean, I die, but it's the ace, okay? I wanted the ace. I had no other thoughts in my head, even though I probably should have pulled back and did the Baron with them. Like that was my like choice. I thought, okay, this Zed takes priority over the Baron. Do they pick this up? Oh, they do. You're right, right. Kale's laking, man. Stupid. Oriana kind of gets silenced for a while, so she can't do crap. Garen, he's nasty, man. If played with the right hands. Oops. I'm trying to like... I was trying... This is pre-recorded, and I was trying to apply the point to the ability. It's a force of habit, I guess. Like, I'm watching recording, trying to apply my points to my skills. Luck's made a mistake, dude. You do not try to root me, because then it slows you down, and I immediately go in on you. Although, you know, I got the 10-second cooldown, so Morgana got me there. I do have that ult, though. The one thing I do have to work on is using my activatable along with my ultimate. I get a little bit better near the end. But there were some situations where like, oh shoot, I need to pop that. Here's another like dumb move. I'm really trying to soak up damage for them, but unfortunately, like, I probably shouldn't have been there. If you guys hear music in the background, I'm sorry. My wife loves to sing. She's like obsessed with karaoke. She's Asian. I mean, what do you expect? But yeah, I hear like country music and she's singing right now. Ooh, here's where like Oriana did some pretty crazy plays. Like she was positioning herself pretty good. Or like if the Zed never came, he would have taken out Morgana 100%. Yeah, I'm like watching like, what the freak? Like I would have died a long time ago if I was playing Oriana there. Here I'm checking to see if the scuttle's still up. I want that vision. We'll be able to secure it here in a second though. There we go. Very nice. Going in on the Garen here. So look at that. I'm making contact on my little hatchet throws. Ooh, nasty. Here we go. Nice. I'm like taking no damage right now. Oh, I think this is pretty bad right here. Yeah, unfortunately, like everybody already died. Cool. Still a lot of work to do. I want to practice him a bit more, get used to his skills and landing his skill shots. I feel like Cat wasted an opportunity there. Prematurely used her stasis, unless she was already on cooldown. I don't know. Yeah, I think the important thing is though, it's like when it comes to YouTube, and this is something I used to do all the time, just because it's all about the first impression, right? If you want to maximize views, it's all about, oh, I gotta look my best at all times in all my videos, and if I post a lot, it's usually not because of me, you know? And so like, I actually like this approach where like I give you guys a video that's honest, that's like, hey, this is like the reality. Like, not all my games are, you know, where I just stomp the enemy team. Not all my games are wins. Not all my games I play perfectly. And I mean, I don't think I ever played perfectly, but like relative to how, you know, my videos usually are in the past, like I want to give you guys more honest videos and honest feedback about myself as a player, and like the trials and tribulations that every player does go through. Because I don't want to be like, because not all, you know, Hell's Devil does pretty good too. But there are like YouTubers that I've seen that kind of follow the same pattern that I used to with Vainglory. And that's great. Like, I love those videos too. But I think there's a large demographic that only just admires. Like, oh man, I wish I could play like that. Oh man. Like, why do I always suck? Like, I want to give those people an outlet of saying, hey, look, like, I suck too sometimes, man. You know? And I want to feel like they have a place, like, oh, you know, like all these YouTubers are amazing, like they must play hours on end. Like, I mean, I'm not S tier player here. I'm not pro, you know. If we're gonna give everybody a tier, like I'm probably like a B tier, maybe a high C. I don't know. We almost close it out there. We just don't have enough damage for life. But yeah, so like, let me know if you guys like these videos where like I do show my mistakes. I do have videos where like I can give you guys honest gameplay, and I know I'm gonna get like flack for it too. Like, oh, you should have done this. Oh, what are you doing? Like, dude, this guy's like so far. Even though I'm diamond, all right. Even though it's not even that high, but you know, still, I'm proud of my diamond. All right. I only recently came back to Wild Rift. But yeah, like, anyways, I'm going on a rant. You guys get it. Let me know if you guys like this series of like honest gameplay. But back to the game. See, I like running down mid though, because I know when we run together, like, stuff's gonna happen in our favor. I actually didn't pay attention to like freaking them getting the objective. That's my bad. But here I am trying to whittle down the Lux, and she can't do anything, man. Just tried her hard. She got the root, but only lasts for a little bit. I'm trying to see if I can get to the Garen, but yeah, it's too late. The Kaisa already killed him. I mean, when you guys get down to the final score, you'll see, like, even though like I die, you know, quite a bit, like the damage potential of Mundo is a lot higher than you think. Like, even though you're not like bursting people down, like the amount that you whittle down accumulatively like starts to add up to quite a bit. Like, it's disgusting. Like, I'm like, wow. Like, I was actually kind of blindsided by it. I'm like, I went to the score screen, I looked at the damage, I'm like, I'm probably not gonna be that high. I'm Mundo tank, whatever. But then you look and you're just like, wow, what the freak? Again, here we go. Another mage trying to root me, but really can't do much. Like, I take damage, but like, oh yeah, I just gotta run. This Zed can do pretty good damage if he gets a lot of hits on me. Look at that, 32 seconds, and I have my ult up again. Like, it's pretty short relative to like other ultimates that you see in game. We don't want to get in a bad position here. Nice, nice. Oh, he uses stasis. Can we get it? Oh, it's okay. We got Lux. Oof, oof. That nice invulnerability though. He's so on point with that. Like, it's actually very impressive to me because I try to do it and I suck. I try to save people and I actually like accidentally give myself invulnerability when I'm like supposed to be saving the other guys. Oof. Get it, get it. This is where I'm like, damn it, I go want it. Ah. Looks like we win though. GG's, all right. Not too shabby. Victory. So there you go. There is the Mundo. Really digging him. He's pretty cool. I actually think I'm going to main him. Move aside Nunu. You are no longer my main. Nunu, like I still think she or he. I think it is a very strong pick still. I think the nerf was like not even much of a nerf. I think from what I recall, someone was telling me it's like a 1 second, you know, increase or something on a cooldown, or I don't know. It wasn't significant, basically, is what I'm getting at. Look at that damage, 40,000. I am second place next to Kale. What the frick, man? Disgusting. But anyways, there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed 10, 7, and 11. Not too shabby. Getting that indigestion. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time. Later.